chain on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. And it's only 8 a.m. I don't do it for the gram. I know I'm on a man. At my 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Roll inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that it's here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundry mat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. Hope we are all well. Hope everyone is good. Let me see how all systems go here. Hope we're all well in Zoom chat. Hope we're all well in YouTube chat. And yeah, let's get it started. Yes, we do have sound. YouTube intro is playing. That's why I send the link a little bit later than the YouTube stream until the, what's this called? The intro plays. And then we continue with the business here. So yeah, let me see. Looks like we're all systems go. Look like we're all good. So happy Friday to all. And Let's have a look what we got going on here in the markets today. New day, new opportunity. Well, we hope that's what we want. We want opportunity. And yeah, so let's have a look. Here we go. And let's get into it. So start off with news today. Should be pretty clean day. A bit of Gbpjpy news later on after London Open. Nothing during London. So we have a little bit, right after. We have a bit of German and French PMI here. So all my DAX guys, just watch out for that. Keep that in mind, especially this German one here. You have it around 30 minutes after London Open. So look only, to trade before news. I mean, it could be cool to have runners on this, right? Could be cool to have runners. This can, if anything crazy comes back with PMI, we can see if numbers come back above 50, you can see a huge spike in the market here, which can bleed over into the yen a little bit here. We do have some Gbpjpy news. So we have the PMI for Gbpjpy coming at 130. So basically after London session here. Does price want to wait for this PMI? Hopefully not. I don't think it would have to here because it's a little bit after. It's an hour and basically an hour and a half after London Open, and then we have a little bit of PMI later on the USD. So this is a PMI day. And PMI is just telling you if the economy is growing enough. If the economy is growing in the service section and the manufacturing section. So any number below 50 means the economy is contracting in that sector, and any number above 50 means that the economy is growing in that sector. So these, like, let's say this comes back at like 49 in terms of manufacturing, then that's going to be extremely bullish for the pound. And you'll see a spike based on that. Or if this comes back way worse than expected, services going down, then you'll see obviously a reaction in the market based on that. So let's go have a look what we got going on technically wise, because that's more important here as well. And start off on the daily time frame as always. So previous daily yesterday, we did have news come out yesterday and give us a nice little push out of this range, which is good to see that we're at least out of the range. So the daily has closed bullish here, nice rejection wick here. Question is, we are closing right below at this resistance here. So it's not out the question that we can't just start, maybe if the rest of December is not going to have a massive push here, we could just find ourselves playing in between all of this zone, maybe down here, and that becomes our range, kind of like this. But we duplicate it here, and then maybe into Q1 we start to see us try to get out the range, or try to get out the range based on what we're doing, what the economy is doing, and what is happening here. So we could see that start to form and need to keep that in mind, right? Based on this candle, it does look great for continuation. It does look nice for continuation. We do have this resistance we have to worry about. If we can start getting above there, would be nice to see if we could start getting above there. So looking at the 4-hour time frame as well, we have created a resistance here on the 4-hour, and until we break this 4-hour low, I feel like this could just be a pullback to continue bullish because of all of this momentum here. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bullish candles here, and this is the first bearish one. So yes, it can create resistance. We are a mixed session here, and since we're a mixed session, we can look for sells. But again, I'm not interested in selling until we can break this 4-hour low here. Reason being is that as long as we respect this low, it will just be a pause in the market, and could be something just like something like this, where market just pauses and then continues bullish. When you see that type of big pushes here, something like this. Obviously this is a little bit of a bigger candle, trying to find a copy paste example. Maybe something like this would be more accurate right here. You see a push up, big fat candle, and as long as the low is respected, you can get continuation. Something similar here, as long as the low is respected, can get continuation. So we bring back drawings here. Where is this daily resistance? Yeah, just above 500 here is that daily resistance as well. Moving down to the 1-hour time frame, we have created a support on the 1-hour. We are looking to test into this type of 1-hour resistance. This is a whole 1-hour resistance block here. So we do need to be cautious about this area here. Makes it quite a tough trading range because it's not as clean as I would hoped it would be here. Would have been nicer to be way more cleaner. Moving down to the 30-minute as well, we can see that area be significant here. You can write that as a, I think it's also 15/1, such a 1 hour here. This candle has no bottom wick. It's just a 30-minute candle, though 1 hour does have bottom wick. And the 15-minute zone is right here. Actually, right here. So we do have this zone, which is basically here. We have a 15-minute resistance right here. How much do we have between these zones? Because, yeah, 6, 7, 8 pips here could be used as a watch zone. But will be major watch zone. And this is 15. So for me at the moment to buy price up, obviously we don't have enough room right now to buy price. It's not enough space to buy price where we are right now. Buying from the lows of the range, obviously not in my trading session, very early here. And at the time, probably not something I'll be looking at here. If we can do two things here. If we can either create resistance here and then close above, that'll be perfect. Use this as a watch and rely on structure to break through it. If not, then if we pull back here and create some sort of nice structure, I can look to retest this high here and try to get that continuation. And then for sells for me today, for sells, what I would be looking to do for sells is I'd probably be looking until we break the 4-hour low. So probably for me selling not until we get below the weekly support here. I just find it hard to sell into all of this rejection. Everything looks bullish. Trend is bullish. Everything's bullish. We're respecting major structure. You know, and I think selling, unless we see some sort of major change of structure, potentially then I can start to consider sells. But until I see that, I basically want to at least wait for the 4-hour low to be broken. Because imagine this is a setup too, on the 15-minute time frame. You would enter on the lows breaking. So it's the same concept. Same concept, but on a higher time frame. So until we see that, I don't want to get caught in inconsistencies and trying to buy and sell in the same place. That's the last thing I want to do, is buy and sell in the same place. Because this, if it wants to reject somewhere around here, it could roll over and come back to here, create some sort of nice support, and I could be trading up to here. Because that, at that point, that would be not a bad range, right? That would create a good range to trade. You know, this is like 27 pips in here, so it's definitely something you can do with it. This just worries me a little bit. This resistance right here. This is a really... It's always tough, you know, when you have these type of resistances. Because this is a major rejection zone. I really don't like the idea of buying into it. But it seems like it's going to be my only option here. And I'll have to just rely on volume. So what I can do is I can be a little bit more aggressive with my break even at that point there. And just rely on volume to push through here. You know, but it is definitely a major watch zone. Nevertheless, if we do end up pushing outside of this, there's more buy options to 500, and after 500 we can entertain the 1-hour resistance. So even if we do have just a fat candle pushing through this, we can end up coming towards the top of the range here, right? Which would be fine. And then once we come to the top of the range, if we can get some sort of structure, close back above, we can see next to the next range here, right? And that could be a pretty clean trade, right? So that's something I might populate here. So let's see what price action does. And on the other hand, let's have a look at gold, Mr. Gold. Yesterday, gold tried to break out here, failed to get the continuation above the high here, but pretty nice breakout. Very hard to catch this breakout. Because there was just nothing, man. No 1 minute structure. It was just simply a huge volume push. Unless you impulsively just ripped it at the break of the high, there's no way to really get into this. You had no pullbacks. Nothing really happened here. So, excuse me. So now what I'm looking at on gold, let's start on the daily and have a look. You know, daily obviously still closing bullish here. We're still below this, just above it actually, just below the, you know, above this this kind of area here. And I don't know why I moved this up to here. We'll see when we go on lower time frame. But yeah, this is like a 4-hour rejection zone. So we put this 4 zone, right? So 4-hour rejection zone. So we're sitting at this zone until we have a 4-hour candle leaving this rejection zone. There's gonna be no continuation. If we have a 4-hour candle leaving this zone, I see 2050 being a target here. And sometimes we see, you know, gold be crazy during Friday, right? If gold is going to move, it's going to move today. Today is going to be the day it's going to move. So if it's going to break out today, that is where you're going to see your continuation moves that is where you're going to see the heavy move to one side or the other. If it's going to remain in the range for the rest of the day, then it will just be a classic December day, and this is where people will lose money end of the week trying to trade in the range. So for me, again, until we have something leaving again, probably you're looking at 2038 here. If you have something leaving 2038, just move that up actually. I would say not even 2038. This is a little bit messy. You could argue this little range here. How much is this? It's 17 pips, you know, 2038, 700. You could look to buy up to this high. Otherwise, you're looking for above 2040 here. 2040, 400. That's your next opportunity here. Inside of the range, I rather be buying from the bottom of the range, not diddling in the middle. To sell from the top of the range where we are right now, it's a potential, I think. It's a potential, but the consistency of that... You see how many times it's faked out in the middle. If we were a little bit higher and formed this structure would be nice, but we're just bang on in the middle here. We're just in this 5-minute range, and below this 5-minute range you don't have that much space. You can have 10 pips, so yeah, you just have 10 pips. So I don't really like trading in the range here where we are right now. I don't think it's worth it unless you're trading very lower time frames here, trying to catch, you know, 5-6 pips. You know, but obviously if we come back to the bottom of the range and do something like this, create some sort of supports, that could be a good opportunity to play inside of the range here. That would be much better. Obviously some heavy candle now leaving this support down here. If you have a candle leaving 2029 here, I do think you would fill this wick and look to continue down to this support down here 2025. So yeah, especially at 30. If you have a 30-minute candle leaving this zone, I think that's where the sells will come. And then even though I am bullish on this, I do think that if it's going to retrace, if you have a nice deep close here, that's where you will see probably the, you know, probably the sells play out. And you need to use this wick. If price starts rejecting this wick, then get out of that, because it will just be another liquidity grab. So your idea is to sell to that and see what happens. If not, wait for below it, wait for structure. You guys don't have to worry about missing out on sells. There's plenty of freaking room for sells here, guys. If price is gonna dump and continue to dump, there's plenty of room here. So not an issue at all, right? So no need to worry about that. And yeah, that's basically the analysis. We'll see what ends up happening. What's GJ doing? GJ is reaching our zone here. That's interesting. So GJ is reaching our zone. How's 5-minute looking? Any structure? No structure on 5 here. Yeah, basically nothing. It's a bit loud. So I'd like to see some more information here. This 1 hour close, how will this 1 hour be closing? It's a pretty deep 1 hour close. Little bit of a fishy move to be happening pre-session here. I noticed that a lot of these, they tend up failing. So I wonder if this is an upside for us to get a little bit of downside towards London, which then maybe creates support and give us an upside push. We shall have to see. We'll have to see. So yeah, that is the analysis here. I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. Almost 400 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up on a Friday. And yeah, if you guys, you know the drill. Gonna ask for the YouTube business. Leave a like on the stream. Get the likes at least to 150 so I don't have to ask. You guys know the business. Part of the game, hate to ask. I'm in a sell from 2032. I can see it again for BE. We have range there. Well, as long as you have a plan, I wish you the best with your plan and hope it plays out. And if it doesn't, well, that will probably be the percentage of your plan that doesn't play out. At the end of the day, it's okay to be wrong in trading. It's scary to know why you're not wrong. And that's how you have to treat the markets. You can be happy to be wrong, right? It's part of the game. You're not always going to be right. And if you're living in this fantasy, thinking that you should be taking winning trades all the time, you're going to be slapped really hard by the markets at some point. And you're just going to be too emotional. Like if you take one loss and you're feeling so emotional, or you're over trading and feeling emotional, then it's going to it's gonna mess with you, right? It's gonna mess with you. So you should be telling yourself that it's okay to be wrong. I'm gonna learn when I'm wrong. But it's scary not to know why you're wrong. And that's where people go wrong in trading, is that they just take a wrong trade and then try do something else and then just end up gambling, FOMOing, and all of this stuff. But if you just take a planned loss, which means like you planned a trade and it loses, and you know why you were wrong, then you can avoid that. And that you do that over time, it's going to happen less and less and less. Because eventually you'll reach a point where you've seen that keep losing in the past and you're like, you know, in the past this trade loses. I don't need to take it. And if it plays out today, you take a mental note, you know, and at the end of the day, you haven't lost anything, you haven't gained anything at the same time, but it's better than losing something. Preservation of capital is just important as growth of capital. If you can't preserve the capital that you've grown, you're not going to grow it. Right? A big part of trading is growing your capital and then preserving it. Anyone can get lucky, anyone can have a good run and then just give it back to the market. Plot twist actually likes to ask for YouTube business. He's guilty pleasure. Oh yeah, I love it. I love sitting on YouTube and asking for likes. It's so fun. It's so fun. GG and UJ are going up? Well, yeah, at the moment they are going up. What do you think of Euro news? I'm short since Asian on EuroCAD, targeting next support. Yeah, just be careful. Be break even at news. Can we look at Euro USD? Some Euro news? Yeah, okay. We can have a look at Euro USD, guys. Advice from Ted. Did he say the same? Then respect to him. Alright, so we're consolidating here. Pretty similar to gold's consolidation. Daily candle closed right at resistance. 4-hour time frame. Consolidating as well. Looks like it's trying to wait for news here. I feel if we start to get... This is where everyone's going to get faked out in this zone. Yeah, it's a tough spot here on Euro USD. Playing the range, I mean, this does look pretty juicy in 5 minutes if this can close above this line here. It does look pretty nice to play the range towards the upside, actually. Right? That's like your range play here. Does look alright. If we do have price leaving here, just be careful it doesn't pick liquidity from here and then continue up. And then realistically waiting for news. Price might just want to stick in this range by news, but you're at the bottom of the range, so based on a daily candle closing bullish here, it's not the worst place to be looking for upside from, right? It's the place where you rather, if you're going to buy, you buy from the bottom of the range. My alarm is Harry asking for YouTube business. Well, yeah, no one did the YouTube business. Only 89. Looks like everyone got pissed off with it today. How do you expect volume to be in January? The same way I expect volume to be in December. Right? I come to the market and I see. December's been not a bad month. Yeah, half of the trade was a slow month. It's a slow month. It's a trade what's in front of you. It's not been that bad. Yeah, we've had some. The only thing in December that's annoying, which you have to get used to, is the erratic movements. You know, sometimes volume comes at random times. There's a lot of closing of positions, rebalancing portfolios, you know, wrapping up economies for the year, you know, trying to get all of the BS out of the way. You know? So that's the only thing. Like yesterday was waiting for this breakout. Like this is annoying when I wake up and I see this. Like all of this very hard to get involved in. Then finally when we get above this nice zone, this close here, right? We get above this nice zone here, form a nice little setup 3, and then nothing breaks the high. You know, nice little setup 3 above the range. I was really looking forward to this to continue to fill this nice clean range. This is late already, you know, this is around 8 o'clock. Then you're waiting, nothing breaks the high, nothing breaks the high, nothing breaks, you know, and it's ranging. You give up, you know, this is now around 10 o'clock. I'm not looking at the charts at that time. And then boom, out of nowhere, You get some big boy candle like this that comes out. That's the only thing in December that can be annoying, is that, you know, the moves come very late here, or they come at inconsistent time. And that's what December is just inconsistency in the market sometimes. I was in that position. What plan was that based on? It's not a time we normally trade. Or did you enter on the close and then just hold and wait? Oh, valid setup before that. Which was your valid setup before that? This close above here? Which one was it? What's that? Nothing broke that high though. Nothing broke the high. If it broke the high, I would be in with you. That's what we were waiting for. We were in the New York chat. We were all saying, okay, set up 3, break the high, let's go. Nope. Nothing happened. Can you look at GU? Of course. I was going to look at that actually. I saw you guys chatting about GU in the chat. Previous candle closing above, I entered on the next. Oh, just when it flipped, you mean? Yeah. Good you held the wide stops though, gave you room. As long as you were in from before, that's fine. I just thought you entered at something like 12 AM here, my time. But yeah, that's fine. Due to an hour late, yeah, I agree with that. I think that's a great practice. And you see, it kept you safe. Just in case you... That's the thing with trading in no volume, is that you just... Like, if you just ran stop like what we do below the 15-minute candle here, at the end of the day, you're going to be stopped here and it's going to continue. But if you run the little bit wider stop here, yeah, 37 pip stop, not the funnest place to run stops, but it gives you at least like maybe a 1-to-1, you know. So let's have a look at GU. I was seeing you guys' plans. I was reading through it. 1% regardless of pips. Yeah, it's just a push. You need to make sure that the push will give us 1%, right? If we're running 30 pip stop, we want a 30 pip push at least. So let's have a look at GU here. So this, I saw you guys talking about support from the bottom of the range. Did you guys execute on this one to get back to here? Nice. That's good. Oh, there we go, guys. I'm happy. That made me happy. Look at that. So you guys planned this and I agreed with it. And mental B in 5 minutes. Yeah, as we tap this zone here, you guys should be good. Just watch what it's doing at this zone. See if this 5 can close above. If this 5 can close above, should be good. That's nice when you see that change of structure as well. Yeah, that's a pretty good setup. If this 5 can close above, this will be good. Come on, do it for them. Do it. Oh, no top wick though. So I'll probably be targeting... Yeah, you should be okay to get at least back to the top of the range. Could secure something around 2763. I'm full B. Yeah, now that you got this push, it seems good. This seems good to continue. There you go, boys. This is the daily flip as well. Where are we on 4 hour? Just check your higher time frame. There's no resistances. Yeah, that just tapped the daily flip. Can't even secure something right here, to be honest. Can start to get inconsistent here as we start to reach like this 5-minute zone. But yeah, that's good trade. Clean little scalp from the bottom of the range. Nice and easy to buy from the bottom of the range, and nice. What about this setup? Let's have a look. Is this a setup 5 we were talking about? Let's see if it loads. Yeah, if it closes above, yeah, this could be good. News is the only time EU moves, so it can be the only time when it's safe. So yeah, I'd say full TP here, guys, at the top of the range, you know, or squeeze it. Squeezing on 1 minute now would be a good option here. Yeah, you can squeeze it. Well done. Nice option. Well done, well done. What do you think of Mamba FX? I don't have any opinion. I don't really concentrate on what other people are doing. I just focus on me because other people are not going to affect me. Unless they try to affect me, even at that point I ignore them because I do me. It's not going to, if they're trying to put me down or anyone try to do anything, it's not going to affect me. It's just, I just do me here. I'm doing here for, you know, I'm here for me. So I have no opinion. I respect every single person. Yeah, he's just good on the algorithm, posts good content, good at it. You know, he's been around for a long time, you know, so. He's a guru, I would say. What's your yearly ROI? Do you aim towards 100%? I don't aim towards anything. I take what I can get. And the more, you know, if it's more than 100%, then yeah, it's good. No bottom wick for previous 1 minute candle. Yeah, you can still squeeze it. Once that 1 minute candle goes bearish, you should be out. Yeah, once it breaks that. I would say now, if you're still in anything breaking this low, this pump here with no bottom wick, anything breaking this low, get out. Or this pump here is a nice get out of... nice opportunity to also get out. No harm in taking profits. Nice trade, guys. Gold, we looked at gold. Gold is in the range. Till we leave this range, it's useless, in my opinion. 1.1 pips away from full TP. Well, that's why it's nice to do the 1 minute squeeze, right? Keeps you safe. Trying to enter here, 5 minute thunder. Do you have a 5 minute thunder as well? Yeah, just make sure that if you're going to, it has to break the high at least. And if it's going to be a 5 minute thunder, it needs to close weak. If it's closing strong bearish like this, it doesn't count. But you do have the close above, so if it breaks the high, would be an option. For us, Claudio watches EU more than me. EU like to move at this time? Setup is valid. Would you ever like to make a trade course review? No, because I don't want to take the course. I don't want to take the course. And also, I don't want to cause conflict with anyone. It's not what I'm interested in. I'm here to focus on my trading and focus on what I want to do. What everyone else's do is up to them, you know? Whether they want to... It's not my problem. You guys can go suss them out and make your own decisions. For me, it's pretty obvious to notice if someone's legit or not. You know, it's very, very obvious. Tradesharpe, if you get a closure above the nearest support, it's 3 candles away. What do you mean by 3 candles away? If you get a closure above the nearest support is 3 candles away, does that make the trade invalid? 3 candles away. You mean if 3 candles have closed and then it goes about the support? Yeah, the only problem with that is it would be a big push to get to that resistance or support. And you might have to hold a pullback. So just make sure not to be too tight on SL. Like if there are candles, the 3 big candles happen before the breakout, yeah, then probably I prefer to see a pullback first. Just so I have structure. Nice, Brian. Brian always holds. Oh yeah, look at that. Tap the resistance and then said, not today. Credit to Maya, yeah, that's exactly what I want you guys to be doing. This planning here and everything, this is how it works. This is how it works. Oh, that's New York. Here it is. This was the one. You guys killing it, huh? Where's Eno? Eno should have your question answered here. Gbpjpy, where is the entry? When you leave the stream, I will enter. Which currency pair is affected most by GBP news? Is that a serious question? Or is that a joke? I'm not being funny. Like, is that a serious question? Which currency pair is affected the most by GBP news? Let me ask you this. Let's reverse the question. What pair do you think will be most affected by GBP news? I'll give you a hint. It's in the words that you typed. It's annoying every time that they ask for a trade. Oh yeah, trust me. They're the same people that when you win, they'll like celebrate with you. But if you take one loss, that's it. Euro USD, have to just give it time, I feel. I was asking Claudio if there's volume at this time. Doesn't seem to be, you know. Just have to give it time. Now it's starting. It's going to be one more interesting 1 hour. Yeah, it just have to give it time. Until something breaks down, it's still valid. It's in a range, so you just have to let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. Give me a sec, guys. Go to the toilet and come back. Will have big impact in Zulu. How long you been trading, fam? Fam, I've been trading for over 3 years. Yesterday I watched your videos about runners. It gave me clarity on my trading management. Amazing. Guys, this week, big video coming. You guys need to hype this week's video up. I'm telling you, giveaway in the video, giving away a lot in the video. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's a vlog. It will be nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Some here to copy and others here to get value. Yeah, if people copy, then they have to realize that I'm just doing me. You know, at the end of the day, you can't complain. You can't be angry at me. It's what I'm doing is what you can see my results. I'm very transparent about it. I record every single trade and put the link to the trade. So please don't give me your shit because you're having a bad time and you decide to join a free live stream and watch someone and you don't understand the full picture. Beware of scammers on your Discord. Watch you daily. Great stuff. Yeah, man, just be careful as well. I'm not gonna DM you first. I have no reason to DM you at any time. Right? You only DM me first. After blowing my account, I had fear of losing more and made me put my stop loss very tight. End up hitting stop loss, of course, because you're putting your stop loss based on emotion, not on technical reason. Right? So you have to make sure. Do you have funded or live? Live, man. $183.7 and 1 to 185 is demand, not showing any higher prices. That's a big range. How can I know if it was you who was the one who sent me friend request yesterday in the exclusive? No one will send you friend request in the exclusive under my name. It will be the public group that they send you. The public group will send you. Hi, it would be lovely to see you streaming NY session as well. Can we expect it in the new year? I'm not going to stream 2 sessions. I have a life. I'm not going to sit here for 7 hours a day staring at charts. My job is to take a trade and get on with my day. Alright, and that should be your jobs as well. To check if it's the real me, it's very simple, guys, to check if it's the real me. Just go to any message I sent, like even in the public group, and click my name. You will see if you're friends with me or not. This is my real one. Right? Same in Discord here. But those scammers are coming from the public group, not the private. Why is gold messing with the ranges? It had a massive FOMC push. It's very normal to see it cool off after a massive push. We see this happen again and again and again. Cool off, massive push. Yo, John. I think your phone is in your pocket and you're drawing on my screen. Can you please do gold analysis? We did gold analysis in the beginning of the stream. So just rewind it, you will see it. Gold versus Gbpjpy, opposite or the same? Sometimes they are opposites and sometimes they move the same. So, brother, if you keep spamming to get your answer, I'm not going to answer your questions anymore. You don't copy and paste it at the same time. Just ask once and that's it. You can be educated how to analyze the market, but sociology is your work. Psychology, you mean? Yes, psychology is definitely... You can be guided in psychology for sure. But you have to work through your own issues, right? But you can definitely be guided. Euro 3 wick from 5-minute resistance. How long? Again, Euro USD is in a range. It will, if it, until it decides to get volume, then it will just continue ranging. As long as it respects these lows, then it's okay. You know, could even manage if some 5 closes below this range here. Some 5 closes below this range can even manage if you don't want to look to hold it. You know? This is the inconsistency if you're trading in a range. So it can take its time here. How long your live stream goes? Till I call it, basically. And I normally call it when I don't see... If we're basically after London Open and I don't see setups for another 30 minutes, I'm not going to sit here for 30 minutes. GJ will give some pips. We shall see. If we can start getting above this range, maybe. If not, if it's just going to start ranging in here, then we'll have to wait. I've noticed London does not move the same as it used to. It's not been that bad this week. I've only had 2 trades this week, so nothing crazy. But we had, yeah, it's not been too good during London. The problem this week is we had a lot of pushes pre-session. But it's part of Q4, you know. Markets will be like this, you know, and especially if you're trading one pair. Unless you have something with a lot of high volume. Like, for example, on gold, in New York, it's very easy to take a trade on gold and catch, you know, most days some sort of 10 pips or something, right? Because you have a lot of volume here. But at the same time, there's a lot of opportunity in GJ as well. Do you use a standard of amount of lot size per trade? If so, what lot size do you use? I have like a range of lots I use based on my average stop losses. I don't care a couple of $100 more, a couple of $100 less on my P&L, because it all averages out over the year. That's what I found. I used to be super tedious about it and really focus in, but I realized after, you know, it all averages out as long as you stay within your risk limits. December actually not been as bad as people were saying. I've been telling you guys. I even made a video about it saying that trade what's in front of you. This is my trading strategy during December. You guys don't watch the video. I literally talk about that. And all you have to do is trade what's in front of you. And if it starts to become inconsistent, learn to walk away. Like immediately I see this on gold, I know to walk away. You know, if I see GJ ranging like down here yesterday, I knew to walk away. These are the times that's going to mess you up. Trying to trade inside of these consolidations. If we start consolidating here, there's nothing we can do. This is times to walk away, preserve profit. Right? We don't need to be that aggressive. If you guys enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. Get the likes at least to 250, would appreciate it. 500 of us in here. GJ going up or down? At the moment it looks more bullish postured, but if we start breaking down, then obviously that will change. But at the moment, if you were to just say what it looks like right now, it looks more bullish postured. But do I have an option to take a buy? Not yet. December is huge volume than November? Yeah, November was a lot worse. Could you give me some advice trading? I started this year, January. I'm now ready to create a live account. Any advice on strategies? Well, if you don't even know your strategy after a year, you have a problem. So during this year, you should have defined your strategy, have entry rules, have criteria, and have a method to trade. If you don't, it's a problem. What time does London open? You see my clock up there? It will open 12 o'clock my time. So wait, what lot size do you use? I risk around 4 figures, so ranges between 8. If a little bit bigger stop, like 30 pip stop, 25 pip stop, pop 5, 6. Depends. I just got friend request from your fake, no server in common. How are they getting your names then? That's weird. How are they adding people without being in our server? They must have... They've got smart, man. They've got smart. They have someone in the server who's sending them names. Wow. Idiots. I had a talk with them yesterday. Remember what I told them? Just report them guys, and don't... The more you don't fall for them, then they're not going to have any business trying to do anything. When London close? A little bit just after NYSE open. One inside the servers that says and does nothing, others from outside adding you with the right name. Should waste their time? Yeah, everyone wastes their time. Where's Claudio said he'll build something to do that. That would be interesting. He asked me for login info of MetaTrader so he'll trade for me. Yeah, idiot, man. Like, guys, if you're falling for scams, I'm sorry. You need to really check, like, come on. Do you really think that I have time to be going and DMing every single person in a server? Like, come on. And then speaking with them, and then it's a full-time job. YouTube business? Yeah, almost 200 likes, 185. Not bad, not bad. Realistic auto chat with them. Well, now ChatGPT has those apps, right? You can build an app. What do you think about order block? It's just another form of resistance. That's all it is. It's a resistance that we have after a high volume zone, and price can reject off it. That's it. It can reject off it. There's a probability it rejects off it. There's a probability that it pushes through. And that's why, right, that's why I trade with a method that involves not buying or selling at support and resistance. Right? Like, this could be considered an order block. But look, price didn't. Price pushed through it. Right? That push through, I can use this as a watch zone in my strategy and understand, fine, if I see rejection from here, I'm closing my trade. But if it pushes through, then I get extra. So both works. It all works. It's just overcomplicating it that doesn't. So it's whatever makes sense to you. Both works. A little bit dead here, actually, the markets. A little bit dead. Crab. I realized daily target. Yeah, I haven't done any analysis on EU. Let's have a look overall on EU. Yeah, we reached this target here. So target is met on daily, but you're playing the range. We're in a range, so you're just playing the range. Even though target is met, yeah, but your idea is based on a range trade. It's not really a target range. You know, you're not trying, it's just you're trying to play inside of this range. So just based on that, it still makes sense. Based on getting continuation out this range, you probably need something closing outside of the range, right? So based on that, it doesn't make sense. It's struggling at this spot here. As soon as something gets above here, around this zone here, it's like a good break-even spot somewhere around here. Gold trying. Gold is still in the range, guys. Be careful trying to trade gold right now in London. You get the same fake out as you get yesterday. Just be careful here, guys. It's not the smartest idea. It's like 50-50. And anyways, you would need something minimum on gold here. You need something 2038 600. 2038 600 minimum. Just got sent a bill. How much is this bill for? Oh shit. Shit, man. Well, GG better pay me today, man. Tell you that much. Bill for what? My car. His OnlyFans bill. Yeah, I got scared. I got out. Need more backtesting. Yeah, if you're uncomfortable with it, it's fine. But at the end of the day, if it's gonna respect the bottom of the range, it will continue. You know? If you're uncomfortable and you want to backtest it more, fair enough. But if it's a range play, as long as it's going to have respect that. Sorry guys, have to increase the price on Pip Labs. Nah man. It's okay, it's not that bad actually. I made a lot more than that build this week, so I'm happy with that. Child support? Support and resistance doesn't exist, brother. He's purposely trying to. He's purposely trying to piss me off. It's Pip Labs. Yeah, we got a new data set, Goldinium. Should try it out now. There's new data on it. See, even the 1 minute doesn't have gaps. What strategy do you recommend? I recommend price action because that's what got me to where I am today. Where you residing, dude? Yeah, Dubai. What kind of car do you have? I have a daily driver and then a project car. How is the bill scaring you? Because it came back cheap. And then there was more issues with the car. And then they just started adding on. It's not that bad, but it's just like, ugh. It's been there for like 3 weeks. And every week it's got more expensive. Porsche? No, that Porsche. Read the Porsche. The Porsche is not... That I tried that for the day. That's not mine. Until they give me allocation. Should have bought a Tesla, Harry? Nah, man. Screw that. This is way more fun. It's not that expensive. It'll be fine. It's nothing. It's nothing. I'm just making it a drama. A driver is much better than driving for yourself? Depends. I'm a motorsport addict. I like the act of driving. I like enjoying the emotion of the cars. I enjoy what a car is. It's just what I am, you know? But I do respect, yeah. You moved to Abu Dhabi recently? Nice. One day you guys gonna reach there? Yeah, it's not about, it's a matter of, no, it's not a matter of how, it's a matter of when. How you find your way. Gold is a buy. It's trying to get back up above this zone, but until it gets above up this zone, oops. How much was the Porsche? For what? To buy it? That Porsche, it will cost you around, to buy it from Porsche is around $230,000. But you need allocation, so I have not bought it because I need to get allocation. You need allocation. So I bought an Audi instead. Something simple, nice, not too expensive. Because I invested my money into other things first, not cars. When is the day in the live video coming? This week, guys, this week. The GT63, yeah, that is a nice car, man. That is a nicer car, for sure. Silverado, you can't go wrong with a pickup truck. Very, very good. I love your Audi. I had an A3 before France, really loved it. Yeah, they're good cars, man. I mean, they make Lamborghini, so the one that I have is basically like a Urus, mini Urus. You close Gmail? Not bad idea. 1 pip profit. I mean, it's not doing much, but in the future, watch how this trade plays out here. Just see, I think, you know, overall it's not doing much, so it's not a bad decision. Just get out, cover commission, but just watch if it plays out or not. And that will give you confidence to hold this trade. Good thing is that, you know, it did eventually do something here. So GJ opened here, 30-minute no top wick here. So this has a chance to flip, and then if this flips and can close above here, wow, that would be, after this liquidity grab, I'd be interested in that. Good asset investment. I'm just gonna go pretty old school and say real estate because that's personally what I've done, but I would say real estate. How many trades on average do you make per day? I'm learning gold and trying to hone in a strategy. If I told you as a beginner, you'd be surprised, but you would understand. And at the end of the day, I take one trade a day. Most of the time, I'm taking one trade a day, maybe two, but one trade a day is what I'm sticking with. Because at the end of the day, I give myself one shot, and that shot should have a high accuracy, which allows me to risk enough to make it worth it. It's not an A plus setup, A plus setup. Yeah, once we break out the range will be easier. It is good to go, but you're just playing the range. So normally when you play the range, you have to be patient in the range. You see? So this is always good, as I said. As long as it respects the low, just wait it out. It's fine if you're uncomfortable to close. So yeah, this would be your BE spot anyways. But it's good to, it's always going to build you confidence to see that play out. Are you in a trade now? If I was in a trade, then you'd see it on the screen. See the position, we'd be discussing about it. Tell me about London session. Well, London session is when the London banks open, and when it brings volume, I can take a trade. That's it. You're welcome. And that'll cost you $5, so you better donate $5. I'm just joking. Don't donate anything, please. Don't need your money. Keep it for yourself. Here in Dubai, got mad when I saw cars. Police use Bugatti, Ferrari, McLaren. It's amazing. Not all the police, man. I live in a country, everybody has trucks. And I just love them. They make me it has made me a lot of money. I mostly, my work truck, but I drive it daily. That's cool, man. So then, what do you think of the TRX? That's like the ultimate truck, right? Why does everyone want to trade gold compared to other pairs? Because gold is popular in New York. Like if I was trading New York as my main session, I'd probably be looking at gold most likely. But the reason why everyone wants to trade gold is because it moves big. They think they can make a lot of money from risking less. But in reality, it doesn't work like that. You know, it's all relative. You have to have the same strategy. I could make the same money that you can make on gold by just using bigger lot size on something like GJ. So this is what people have to understand. Do you believe in indicators? I don't believe on relying on indicators, but if you're doing high time frame analysis, you can use indicators to support your ideas. Just make sure it's not adding a variable. If it's adding a variable, that's one more thing that can go wrong. But if you want it just to support your analysis, just to do, you know, to be there, to make you comfortable, it's okay. But you shouldn't base your trading off an indicator. I had a 1E53, yeah, man's probably frying the computer. Big move are tied with big SL, so usually the same. Exactly, Paul. Hi Harry, I'm in a marathon with your free education from yesterday. Thank you for the good stuff. I don't know how YouTube live sessions keep crashing today. Can't enter till now. Interesting. I don't think it's crashing for most. My live is not crashing. It seems very clean and smooth. I had a RAM, but they break easily. TRX cool. A lot of problems. Didn't know about that. We'll keep that in consideration. I was looking at a TRX. Wanted to trade in. I'm waiting for you to enter a trade. If that trade wins, you're going to celebrate. If that trade loses, you're going to complain, right? That's the type of people who just sit here and wait. I'm waiting for a trade too, but until I see something, I can't do anything. I'm not going to just take a trade for the sake of it. I have to follow my plan here, and we're ranging. We're not doing anything. In the last 1 hour, price has moved 8 pips. Do you mark your hidden support and resistance things you mentioned about this something yesterday? Yeah, that's a little bit more of a complex topic. We talk about it in the exclusive group about hidden support. It's not too complex. It's just understanding how support flip resistance, resistance flip support. GJ, short possible for today? Yeah, it can end up selling, but for me, I think sells are going to make most sense if we break below this low here. If we break below this low, then I think we can look for sells at that point. Bro, make some settings of your pip labs of off-page SEO to increase its visibility to other search engines. Yeah, if someone just types pip labs in Google, it should show up at the moment. We will do more SEO. So if you type pip lab sim, you should be able to see it. It should be the first link that comes up, and it is here, right? But yeah, you guys should, if you guys don't know what pip labs is, this is our own back testing software that we made. Really proud of it, man. Really proud of it. And this is, I'm telling you from now, this is going to be the leading web-based backtesting software. It's the only one that has ticks, and it's just getting better and better by week. Every single week we're working on it, making it better. And we're taking feedback from you guys, and we're offering the best bang for your buck. You know, you can take advantage of the lifetime subscription as well, and then you get all the future upgrades. We have some exciting things coming, including analytic tabs, gonna give you information on your trades. Like it's gonna a lot of features are gonna be coming. More pairs, more different assets coming. So yeah. You can follow the Pip Labs Instagram, or just make sure to follow my Instagram and you'll be updated there. Right? Make sure to follow also, yeah, there are maybe some scammers might DM you on Instagram, so make sure you're following the original Instagram. This is my Instagram. And yeah. There you go, I posted in chat. Always posting some good videos here. Here I talk a bit about it. You guys love this video. 25k likes, pretty cool. So according to your plan, if you have to trade London session, you will not trade NY scenario if it appears. No, I will if I don't trade. But let's say I take a trade in London. If I take a trade in London, then I don't have to trade NY. I'm done for the day. I'll look at it. I'll write a plan for it. But it's not like I have to take a trade. If I see a crazy nice opportunity, then I will look into it. But if I don't take a trade in London and I see good opportunity in NY, then I'll trade NY. That's why my NY is like my backup. Are you preparing yourself for any competition? No, at the moment I'm just focusing on growing. No competition in mind at the moment. Do Pip Labs lock the trade into a trading journal? You can see the win rate of the strategy and you don't have to do it manually. Yes, it does. It does do that already. It tells you the win rate of your strategy. It tells you what trades you took. You can get your trade history, but we will add more data like equity charts, your average drawdown and stuff like. So all of the fine details you'll have to find out yourself. But in terms of your win rate, it calculates that. In terms of your trade history, it also shows you that. But at the moment, you can't export that. That's the only thing we're working on, is that you can't export it yet. It's just on the actual website. Are you from Dubai? I'm not from. I live in Dubai. I need to trade in different foreign stock markets. Can you suggest a good broker? It depends where you live. Patience is key. That's one thing you have taught me. It is, and for me, patience is, it can be boring. It can be stressful, when you don't get an opportunity. But the results speak for themselves. It's kept me profitable. It keeps me profitable month to month. And, it just keeps consistent results. And I'm very happy. We've been running this stream for over 6 months now. And you can see, how it pays out over time. And it's just, you can't, no Furu out there is doing that. No Furu is showing you, how they're able to manage day to day, show live in front of people, discuss positions with people. No other person, it's not an easy thing to do. You really have to have a very structured approach to be able to do that. And at the end of the day, you're ahead of way more people if you're able to take your piece. Yeah, I might not be the best trader in the world, but I'm very happy with what I've been able to develop and at the stage I am. For me, it's more about increasing risk, which I'm focusing on, because that's the end goal here. In terms of the strategy, you can make crazy money, but at the end of the day, that's a game of risk once you have something that is solid. And what is solid, because I'm always thinking ahead. If I'm going to try push more positions, be more aggressive and take more losses, but yeah, I have more wins, I'm adding more stress and I'm making more money now. But if I just up the risk on one trade, that's more future proof. That's less stress. That's more sustainable. And I know sustainability will make me more money long term. Because if I'm doing something that's not sustainable, at some point that all collapses. Hey Dinesh, let's have a look. Seen present setup 1, didn't taken up as stop loss too big. What's your opinion? Let's have a look at it, man. Yeah, pretty big stop, but it is a clean setup 1 here. I mean, you could just run stops like this. Anything closing back in the range, you cut your trade early, so you don't have to take a full loss. But with US 30, if it breaks out, you get good volume, and you can use that to your advantage. Maybe manage lower time frame. But it is a setup 1. But I can understand that the stop loss was too big for you to be comfortable. Like, I can understand it. I mean, this option here, once you get 5-minute structure, you can go again. Run stop below this 5-minute and look to scalp this here. Nice little pump here in equities. Wonder why they're pumping in London here and based off what? Freaking all-time high here. Just pushing past all-time high. Everyone trading US 30 is prime time right now. So gold rejected off that resistance. You can see here. Rejected off that resistance right there. That's why you need something closing above on gold. Otherwise you get stuck in this. GJ is just being an idiot right now. It's not really doing anything. It comes down, it comes up. Hey, yes. Done my trades for the day. Longing NAS USD entered from 16. And then nice, man. Clean move. Yeah, you're having a really nice. There's a nice pump in London right now on equities here. Yeah, same pretty much trade. This is nice. Nice clean candle here. Little thunderstorm here. If you missed the first entry, take the thunderstorm. Yeah, not bad. See if my pair will do anything today. Everyone seems to GU people eating. EU gets in a trade. See if my pair will do something. Added on a few times towards the way up. Nice. Hello, hope everyone's good. I was visiting my company in Spain, so was not able to come to the chart. How was the condition? Caught some lobsters. Not today, but day before yesterday caught a bit. And Monday. But that's all good. And now we're waiting. Today seems like we're not doing much until we can maybe break above here. If this 30-minute can close above here, will look nice. Will look nice. When backtesting, so I spend a lot of time analyzing a 15-minute candle. Is that okay? Should I train myself to think that quick? What do you mean by analyzing a 15-minute candle? Oh, like you pause it and analyze? Is that what you mean? Looking at higher time frame, what it means? Yeah, pause. Yeah, you wanna play it as ticks and trade it like in a tick scenario and make decisions off that. I rarely pause my simulation. If you watch my backtesting video, watch how when I'm in a trade, I don't pause it. I actually skip to make things faster. Because you want the plan should be made, decisions should be made, and you're basing your thing off what closures. So realistically, you only need to analyze after every closure. I'm thinking a lot before taking the trade, that's fine. But you need to pressure yourself, plan it, right? Don't overthink it, and set yourself a time limit. Because imagine now, like let's think, the next position we have here on the charts has a possibility to happen in 6 minutes. So I have 6 minutes now to make a decision based on how this candle is going to close. What am I going to do with it? 6 minutes is what I have. And I already know what I'm waiting for here. I'm waiting for something closing above 181.337. Until that happens, I will wait. Right? Because there's nothing before that. So I have 6 minutes now. But you can't let the candle close then make a decision, because that's the plan here. I mean, you could argue a close above 270 here, but do I use magic keys? Nope. How many hours do I sleep? 7+. When do you think SPX bubble will pop? Yeah, I don't trust this move. I'm gonna make a post on my Instagram. I don't trust all of this hype in the market. This is all hype based on interest rates being reduced. They penciled in 3 interest rates reduction, but it hasn't happened yet. Like the market's already taken that in. If they don't reduce interest rates, oh my god, it's gonna dump heavy. And when the interest rates come, and when they actually do reduce it, guess what's gonna happen? Right? It's probably gonna buy the rumor, sell the news. EU almost hit TP. It was a win. Glad it worked out. Watching markups, really respecting. Yeah, that's my point, is that you can always go and look back at the trade, but as long as we respected the bottom of the range, it's okay. You just give it time. As I said, have to wait it out. You know, have to hold stops and wait. But, you know, if you're uncomfortable in the position, there's no point of putting yourself in that spot. Get out, and as I said, look back after it. This should build you confidence. I've seen that play out before. The next time a setup like this happens, you can repeat. But look at it as a positive. The fact that you decided to take the trade is already one step, right? Now you look back and say, okay, I wasn't confident while in the trade. What made me not confident? Price pulling back. Was it because of my monetary drawdown that caused me, or was it because of I didn't plan the trade out enough, or I just really didn't trust it? If you didn't trust it, you need to build that trust. And how are you going to build that trust? Either what Claudio said, he's going to backtest it more, which is he's like, I don't have trust in this right now. I need to backtest it more to build trust. Or you just need to see, was the trust not caused because of your P&L, or was it not caused because you weren't sure what's going on? Hey Harry, do you think if the 1 hour close is bullish, London gonna push up? Where is the 1 hour? It's a week. It's closing below this wick. So if it closes like this, it's not the most enticing 1 hour close. It's not a deep 1 hour close. It's just it is bullish close. You know, I mean, what have we seen? What have we seen in London in the past few days? Has the next candle followed? Right? That's a question we can ask. Yesterday, London, I wouldn't really count. So we saw London open candle, next candle reversed. The day before that, London closed bullish, the next one reversed. So it's inconsistent, right? This London, next candle closed bearish, next one continued. So it's not really something we can rely on just based on the 1 hour time frame. Right, before London opens, just give me a sec, be back. So 1 hour will be closing here. We are closing bullish here. 30-minute is closing bullish as well. After a nice retest down to the bottom of the range, we are closing below this resistance. You'll need volume to push through that resistance. 15-minute on the other hand, closing above this range. You know, if you get a nice retest down to the bottom of the range, or at least a nice bottom wick here, if this can close above the range, maybe there's a looking for volume to try push past this high could be an option here. If we break the high, otherwise again the plan remains above here. That's the only thing I kind of populate now. You want to see a nice little bottom wick here. Sheesh, that came out of nowhere. The downside of drinking too much water? Yes. See what happens when it tests this 5-minute resistance here. I think if we can get something closing above here will be the trade. Inside of here, it's kind of, you know, now that we test this resistance here, it's too close. Too close. 3 pips? 3 pips is not enough for a trade. I need minimum at least 5 to 7 pips. 7 pips realistically. 3 pips I can't do much with. You know? What's your indicator called again? Tradesharpe session bias. Tradesharpe session bias. I backtest for 5 hours a day. That's too much. Maximum an hour a day. Hour, 2 hours maybe if you're experimenting with something is fine. But any more, you're just going to cloud your brain. You're not going to remember the trades that you're taking. Right? So if you backtest for more than 5 hours, you're just... it's too much. Where to backtest? On Pip Labs. Right, this is our backtesting software. You can try the demo version if you don't want to pay for it. So you can try the demo. Only allows you 1 month, so you're not going to have much backtesting possibilities here. But if you do end up enjoying it, then you can purchase and you can get access to 3 years worth of data. And of course, multiple pairs. Here you only get 1 pair, right? You only get GJ. It's the only one we've loaded for the demo, but you can go try it. Put on dark mode. I always backtest in dark mode. Much better. And now you can, your lines, they drag and drop. So you can just drag and drop your lines now. And you can do the same with TP and SL, which is obviously nice. Look, if you take SL here, drag your SL here, drag your TP down here. And now you can drag your SL. Oh, I just dragged the line. Let me just place that somewhere there. But that's what's nice, right? You can drag your lines, drag your SLs and stuff like that. So that's what's useful. What does your indicator do? It just tells you session bias. Look at the top right of the screen, tells you what the session bias is. You have to watch the session bias video to understand the indicator. Here's the session bias video, right? This one here. You need to watch that to understand how to use the indicator. Just crab and watermelon. So GJ need close above. What do you think? What do you think? Where do you think it makes sense to buy? Can you explain, please, what relation does the index have to do with interest rates, and what interest rates are you talking about? What index? Oh, you mean the indices? What do they have to do with interest rates? Well, basically, how economies work is if we see interest rates go down, that encourages borrowing because it's cheaper to borrow money and people can borrow money and use that for investments in the market. So the market hypes that up and you see more and more people willing to put risk on, right? You see people go on risk on assets. Okay, GJ. So yeah, to answer your question, Isa, yes. That will be best. But 8 minutes here. Can we survive 8 minutes? I'm not ripping this on a 5 here. Not comfortable enough ripping this on a 5. If you want to try the 5, yeah, you can. But I'm in capital preservation mode. 15, I'll be happy to take it. 5, probably go high. I was looking for 5 again. You just have to worry about all this mess. If you go 5, you go half risk. And if something ends up faking out, you just close the trade. That's how you'd manage 5. You know? But the safest will be 15. How do you feel when you go through a losing streak and reaction? At the end of the day, I need to find out why am I having a losing streak. Market conditions, something I'm not adjusting, or just probability. Sometimes it will happen. Losing streaks are part of the game. Make sure you don't have external stress during your losing streak. So make sure you don't have others pressuring you. You're not trying to compare yourself to others. Oh, this guy's winning. This guy's doing better than me. Because that's not going to help you. Right? It doesn't matter what they're doing. That doesn't affect you. What matters is what you're doing. So identify what are you doing. Identify where you're going wrong. And the best thing in a losing streak is to be surrounded by others who's going to be able to help you identify what might be happening if you're not able to identify yourself. And then just focus, you know, gain your confidence back, backtest. I think a big thing is backtesting. Whenever, you know, there's a rough time. Buying houses and renting them out is profitable. Yeah, of course. It's classic. GJ, where would the entry be? Above 337 probably, if you have something closing above there. Thank you, Mentor. Your golden words yesterday helped me. Now I'm doing great. I know I had a bad time, but I'm sticking to my plan. Nice. Amazing. I remember yesterday you went through a rough time and already in better mindset, which is exactly what we want. So even if we wanted to rip it off a 5 minute, 5 minutes not closing above anyway. So even if we wanted to go with the aggressive option here, it's not giving it to us. If the next candle opens and just rips, then that's it. You know, you can't do anything about that. There's no entry. Not a 5, nothing. You can't even look back and say, how could I have entered? So we have to wait 5 minutes here and see how this candle closes. Do you think the Feds will? Yeah, they've penciled in one. That's why we're seeing all the hype in the market still. But the thing is if inflation remains sticky, they're not going to do it. And this is going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news. Nice seeing it respect resistance. Yeah, it's nice because it shows you that your zones are correct. So you know that if something is closing above that resistance, there should be a higher chance that it should continue up. And if it doesn't, then at the end of the day, that's the probabilities and the game you played. But once you see it respect it, you know if a candle's closing above there, there should be a high chance that we can have some continuation. Right? And that's what your trade is based on. And then everything starts to make sense. Price is above resistance, 1 hour close bullish, 30 close bullish. Right? 4 hours respecting low. So everything is with you on the trade. Any tips for long form trade? I recommend you watch my swing trading strategy video. It's just shifting everything to a higher time frame. Right? Swing trading price action, check this out. It's just switching everything to a higher time frame. What's the bias on higher time frame? Using weekly and daily candles. It's not a session where we have a bias for the session. It's more understanding higher time frame trend and structure, and fundamentals play a big role in higher time frame. You can't trade higher time frame without fundamentals because you're going to be subject to news. Right? Intraday, not so much, but swing trading, yes, you need it. Because that's really what's going to give your massive swing trade, push it in profit. If it closes above, then it will be below this candle here. Because I don't expect it to break this candle. Will you leave a swing runner during the holidays? You could. As long as it's deep in profits. I wouldn't leave it if it wasn't deep in profits. Two minutes for this to close above. Let's see if we can do it or not. It tried, but it didn't seem to like it. Didn't seem to like it. Are you buying if price closes above the orange line? Yeah, if it does that, makes a bottom wick, breaks the high, that's the entry for me. I believe price will crab till NY and then fall and find support at 179.5. Wow, that's a deep push. On the daily, on the daily 181.383 seems like a big one. Yeah, it is that little resistance there. It's more 500 for me here. This area right here, we passed through it a lot of times. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times. We've passed through it 5 times with wicks. We've not closed. Now it's rejecting it, yeah, but that's also the 15. So it's not rejecting the higher time frame zone. This is rejecting this 15-minute resistance. So that's the difference, is we're rejecting this 15-minute resistance. If there was nothing here and we were rejecting, yeah, you could say it's probably that whole zone. But we have something here, so we can account it to this. Euro news, yeah, you have French news right now. Right, so guys, everyone trading right now, you have French news and then Euro news in another 15 minutes here. I'd say the German is going to be bigger than the French. They're more leaders of the Euro. But just in case you guys are trading the Euro, be careful now. GU melting? Bro, are you sure you're okay? What do you mean GU's melting? Oh, you calling GU to melt. Well, here's the news. Damn, news came out here, push price heavy. So did it, see, this is what I mean, strengthens the yen. So obviously news came back worse than expected because we saw money come into the yen. Watch. That's what would make sense to me. See if I'm right or wrong. Yeah, there you go. Boom! Look at that. 42, worse than expected. And that's why you see money go into the yen and this dumps. And if now the euro, now we can see that this is an indication. This is an indication that we could see the euro news come back with the German. And we could see more downside potentially. But we don't know. Damn, my camera looks super clear today. High quality. How did the euro react to this? Yeah, a little bit of a dumpola here. Take out all these lows. Gold trying to break out, you guys are saying? Oh yes, it did close above here on gold. Now the question of volume here. Kind of missed my entry. Yeah, any 5-minute closing back in the range, cut the trade. This is a breakout. As I said, I'm not going to be trading the gold range here. Just don't like it. But this is your entry here to try get up to here. You have around 12 pips for a 20 pip stop loss. So 12 pips, your full hard BE. And you're trying to get past this realistically. That would be your goal here, to try get past it. But that's the range you're playing with, 12 pips in here. Again, it can be inconsistent in here. So just be careful. But it's an option. You can manage very tightly here. Any 5-minute closing back in the range, you can take 6 pips here. But around 12 pips, you want to call it. GJ dumping now. Maybe the sells below here actually do become apparent. Could be an option. Euro JPY is dumping. Yeah, anything with the yen, you'd see money move into the yen because it's a safe haven and it's going to cause it to dump here. How far we're going to dump, we don't know. The news will be interesting here in 10 minutes. So there's 10 minutes. So since we saw negative news come out on the what's this called? For the French, then we have to be careful getting in positions in the next 10 minutes because you probably want to wait till after news here. I'll try one last time. What broker do you recommend for US residents? It's not that I don't want to answer your question. It's because I don't know. I'm not in US. I'm not a US resident, so I can't recommend you a broker. I only hear from other people. And at the end of the day, I don't want to recommend something that I don't know too much about. Right? So what I would encourage you to do is join the free Discord and ask there. See what people are using and then make your own decision. You have to learn to make your own decisions. Right? So take ideas, get a few names which people are saying, you know, and then just check which one fits your, you know, your research, you know, do your research on it. Whichever one of those fits it the best, go with that. Looking for UAE. Since we're in UAE, we have access to pretty much every broker, so it's pretty useful. If GJ break 188.81, we will see 179. I'm looking 186.8. And then probably 500 next. And then from 500, 180. 180. And then if we break 180, yeah, you probably see, you know, you have levels. Probably 500 next as well. 424 realistically. You know, there's levels. It's not a straight shot to 179. You have a lot of zones. See you guys next week. Take care. Yes, sir. Yeah, nothing much happening on the charts here. It's just consolidating. News pushed us down, and we have news here in around 10 minutes, so, well, 9 minutes, so could be a bit treacherous here. Possible gold continuation towards the upside. Yeah, you can see it's dumping. Classic. Yeah, this is classic, man. This zone here is just tough. You have 12 pips max. Now it's pulling back hard. Yeah, this is why I don't want to touch it. You know, the amount of times London breakouts I say don't work. Everyone FOMOs into gold London breakouts. That's why I sit out of it. I said from the beginning of the stream, just be patient. You know, this is not the time. Usually it's full margin Friday. Yeah, I know, right? I had my bullets ready here. Bullets are ready. Loaned it in the chamber, man. I just have my eyes in the sights, in the irons. And I'm just waiting. As soon as I see something, before you could even say your name, done. We're in. We are in. Do you not use fake outs to trade the reversal? No, because you don't know if it's going to reverse after. You know? Like it could end up being something like this. This close above, fake out. Nope. It just consolidates and ends up going. You know? You consider this a fake out back in this range. Nope. Continues going. No more MT5 on Hanko. Yeah, a lot of these US brokers, I don't know, they had a lot of problems recently. Is it true that US has more regulation in trading than EU, like US citizens can't trade more than 100 lots, brother? You're not going to be trading 100 lots anytime soon, so please don't tell me about trading 100 lots. And for EU citizens on IC, you can trade 500 lots, brother. You're not going to be trading 500 lots. Even the Furus don't pop on their demo accounts 500 lots because that looks way too fake. You know? Hi, on the exclusive group, you send the idea on the chart or we take the entry and TP from it. We discuss positions. So we have the New York chat, and if we're looking for trades, we discuss what's the option, what we need to see. You know, it's not signals. I don't say, you know, buy now and all of that bullshit. It's a discussion. And yes, I do send the plans, and you can take the ideas from the plans and we execute on the ideas. I mean, it's all there. It's all there. Technically, I mean, if you can count it as some sort of form of giving you, you know, holding your hand through it, basically. But it's much bigger. We discuss management, how the trade's going, what zones we watch. It's a full-on trade. We all trade together. It's a trading floor. Anyways, boys, nothing's happening on the charts here. We're just going sideways from the beginning of London till now. Nothing's happened. News has pushed us down. We'll see what news does here in 4 minutes. Gold is faked out here. As I said, was a little bit, and markets are just being choppy on a Friday. Gold New York could start breaking out, so just watch gold for New York here. For GJ, plan still remains. I'm still happy to buy GJ above 3.7 here, 181.337. If we can reject, I can look for buys here. Maybe a little sneaky buy if price was to close above 125 here. Yeah, that could be a nice little sneaky buy here. If we're able to push down and then get something closing above, I might give that a go. And then the sells is the same spot. Until this 4-hour low is broken, not too interested in sells. Once the 4-hour low is broken, I can look for sells. And that's basically it, man. Hopefully we'll get some more interesting price action in London session on Monday and pick it up from there. But end of the day, you know, classic December, nice live session here. Great discussion as always. And we'll see what time the trades come. We've been seeing the trades come a little bit later. So if they come then, I'll set my alerts and be ready. And we'll take it from there. Based on us seeing volume at random times, it might be an option to, you know, just take the idea. If you're taking it outside of the session, still take the idea, give yourself wider stop loss and just leave it until we see volume. Because at some point it ends up going bullish or something. So overall, solid week, guys. 2 wins this week on stream, so very nice and clean. Can't really complain about it. You know, nice December day, positive here, 4%. Can't complain, and we move on. So appreciate everyone showing up. Be sure to leave a like before you leave, and hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Don't do anything stupid, and you know, continue preserving and slowly growing profits into December. I know a lot of traders have stopped and this is their last week trading. I will continue streaming next week, and we'll see how we can wrap up next week. So that being said, take care everyone. Appreciate you joining up, and with that, you know, Take care, Tradesharpe, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace.